Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Figured it'd be cool to put on some Crypto the Necrodancer music considering where we're going in Minish Cap today. Happy long weekend. It is Memorial Day here in the US, not to be confused with Veterans Day. I can never remember which is which. So I've got a couple of things I want to start with talking about today. I'm just going to do a little bit of talking before we start streaming. Another Chatterbox segment like last time. First off is that for the very first time in a very, very long time, I am announcing a stream in advance. Now, y'all know I don't normally do this because, like, streaming is very challenging for me to do with work and other business that I have to take care of. Being an adult, you know. But, this time I wanted to announce it in advance because I want as many people to show up for this as possible. It's gonna be a very unique stream where I play my very first level pack for Mara Zero that I ever made 10 plus years ago. I'm very, very excited for this. I barely remember how it goes. I just know a lot of it is, like, really nice cutting my teeth on level design for the first time, a lot of really cool ideas, and a lot of fucking garbage. And I'm so excited to sift through both and see, like, what all I was thinking going through all of that stuff. There's, like, 60 levels in this. It's very quantity over quality. But, that means there's a lot to see, and I'm very excited to go back and relive all of that again. So, this Friday, 7 o'clock Central Time, I'll have a more announcement of it on social media and stuff with, like, a calendar invite you can subscribe to or whatever. Or just, like, a countdown or something so that you know what it is in your time zone. But, 7 p.m. Central Time, Friday night, playing through my very first level pack that I ever made for Mara Zero. Very much looking forward to it. It's called New Super Mario World, in case I didn't say that already, and it looks like this, which is, you know, not bad at all. Just looking at these screenshots anyway. It uses the new Super Mario Bros. Tile set. It's, all the tiles were 16 by 16, so it ported into Mara Zero very nicely. Have a look at this section using all of these portal elements. Doesn't it look just dandy? Doesn't playing that look just amazing? I'm so looking forward to this. We've even got a ghost house with all sorts of funny things that barely work in Mara Zero, so it's gonna be a good time. It was nice to get the backgrounds working in this, too. I remember that much. Those work surprisingly well within the engine as well. The way this has 60 levels is that almost all of the regular levels have a hidden level inside of them, and this is one of them. It's literally just SMB 1-2 flipped upside down, so I clearly had such wonderful ideas. Like, look at this. This is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a one-of-a-kind stream, just going through this and trying to figure out what the fuck I was thinking here. I'm looking forward to it. So, don't miss that. That's gonna be a big stream. Again, Friday, 2 o'clock. Friday, 7 o'clock. I started this stream at 2 o'clock. I don't know what I'm thinking. Friday, June 2nd, 7 o'clock. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to talk about today? Yeah, my partner and I just finished Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not going to talk about spoilers, I promise. I just want to talk about, like, this is the first Zelda game in a really long time that I was actually kind of invested in. Because, I skipped Twilight Princess. I didn't actually play it at the time it released. That was not on my radar around the time that released. I don't remember why. Feels like for the same reason as Sonic Unleashed, like, it was too edgy in the 2006-7 way that edgy things were, so it just didn't catch me. And then, Skyward Sword did nothing for me. I was super excited to get that on my birthday, like, I got the gold Wii remote and everything, and I was so excited to play it, and I got 3 dungeons in, and that's about all I could handle. The story did nothing for me, the dungeons were very, like, hand-holdy, everything just did not grab me in the same way Wind Waker did, let's say. And then there's Breath of the Wild, which I didn't even originally get when I got my Switch. If you'll remember, people who have been here a very long time will remember that when the Switch came out, I did a Switch launch party stream with Bomberman and Fast RMX and Shovel Knight, and you'll notice Breath of the Wild is not on that list, because I didn't actually get it at launch. I got it a couple days later, because I got those 3 games, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna keep me until Mario Kart and Puyo Puyo Tetris comes out next month. They didn't. So I got Breath of the Wild just cuz. And it was alright. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was my least favorite Zelda I've ever played or anything. It just didn't grab me. It felt very... I had very much lack of direction, and the ADHD just go around and find all the shit that's scattered around the world for some reason just didn't do it for me. So, all of that said, it's been since Wind Waker since a Zelda game really grabbed me, and Tears of the Kingdom actually did. Surprisingly so. Apex says, I was in a similar boat, I just didn't have time to play. It was a lot of fun to watch, though. Yeah, exactly. It's such a massive game, too. I didn't really have that sort of time investment, because I have to work and everything. And, I got to watch my partner play it instead. And... Gonna say something here, give me a moment. Brain funny. I watched my partner play it, and she was able to do all the side stuff while I was at work, and then we saved the big main stuff for when I was there to actually watch it, and it was a great way to experience the game that way, while also, like, not being constantly behind on hearts, and also being able to get it done in a reasonable time frame. It took us about 2 weeks to do it from start to finish. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. I want to say hi to Marley Goat, Fidgety Frolic, and Apex, and Nubet. Welcome one and all. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom finally grabbed me in its story, finally grabbed me in its exploration. They put more stuff all over the place that's like, what if we go there? And I was able to say to my partner, hey, what if we go there? And she went there. And so I got to be part of playing the game in that way, even if I wasn't actually holding the controller for much of the game. And I think for me, that was the best way to experience it, because if I had to do dozens of hours of that, I probably wouldn't have come away with as high of a, holding it in as high a regard. Something something Skyrim Mountain, you can go there. Exactly. See that island up there? You can go there! Good luck trying to figure out how. I like that about the game, actually. It's really cool in its exploration and how much verticality it has. That's one thing that Breath of the Wild definitely lacked for me. I feel like I must have played Breath of the Wild wrong, because a lot of the places that I went when I was playing felt very empty, and when I watch anybody else play the game, they were constantly going over and finding shit all over the goddamn place, and I feel like I just went and explored all the wrong places and came away with the wrong impression of the game. Wrong impression, as though any impression of the game could be wrong. It was my playthrough and my experience, and there's nothing invalid or wrong about that. But I'm glad that there's a Zelda that caught my attention and earned its ending. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but it really actually earned the way that it ends. It was super satisfying. That's something that I also felt about, like, I went back and watched Skyward Sword. Since I didn't actually play it, I watched Sugar Conroy play it because it just felt like, well, if I'm not going to play it myself, I might as well have at least some context for what's happening in this game. Again, I'm glad I did, but I wasn't even as invested in watching that as I was in watching Tears of the Kingdom, so something about the story didn't grip me, and something about the ending just did not feel like it came out of left field. Personally, I prefer games that tell you where to go, just don't tell you how to get there. Yeah, I can get behind that. I feel like I like that about Majora's Mask, where it tells you you have to go to these specific locations in this order. Good luck getting there. It's the journey to get to where we're going. I like Zeldas that are more handcrafted experiences. That's why I like Minish Cap so much. It's very pared down and concise and gets a lot done in a tiny space. And when I was talking about, like, yeah, one more thing last time when I was finishing Minish Cap, and it was a lot of fun, and then I related that to how other people play Tears of the Kingdom, that was sort of my light bulb moment for me with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom of why people love these games so much. And it gave me a new appreciation for it, and I might try and go revisit Breath of the Wild or even play Tears of the Kingdom on my own time, but I don't know, I feel like I got everything out of Tears of the Kingdom that I wanted to just watching my partner play it. That was a fun experience. And one last time for the people who have just joined, I am announcing a stream in advance. I will announce it more formally on social media and everything, but this Friday, 7 p.m. in the evening Central Time, I will be streaming my very first map pack that I ever made from R0, and it is going to be wild. There are so many baffling decisions that I put in that, and also so many nuggets of gold that I'm interested in digging through, and I'm super excited to play it. So, if you missed it earlier, that's happening this Friday. And I'll have something more formal that, like, you can subscribe to the calendar invite or whatever, probably tomorrow. Classic Sonic games are kind of like the go here, figure it out yourself with the multiple branching paths. Yeah, you always know you are going to the right in the 2D games or forward in the 3D games, but it's the act of getting there that makes it what it is. When you're doing the open world Zeldas, the act of getting there is part of the fun too. You don't know where you're going, and you're just going a place, and the fun is in the journey of going to that place. But, like I said, when I was playing it, I must have run into all the wrong corners, because I wasn't finding things that made it worth my while to go out of the way. Towards the end of me playing Breath of the Wild, I was sort of just making a beeline for each of the funny yellow markers on the map, and I called it a day there. Not really the most fun way to experience the game, I'm sure. Okay, I think I've talked myself out for now. We can keep talking while we go into Minish Cap, but that's enough for the Chatterbox for today. I wish VLC just had a fade-out pause button, but it doesn't. Hey! There.
Feed me.